Okay, so that was the workout for today. That was my first workout back after surgery and all the time off and every other thing. And it may not have been exciting for you. It may not have been a big spectacle, but it's not supposed to be. That's not what it's about. What it's about is showing you reality. Reality. I'm not here trying to make this some kind of viral experience because it's so outlandish and outrageous and over the top and more than everybody else does. It isn't. It's adequate. It's adequate for me. That's what it's about. It's adequate. Now, as you know, I've been off for 8 weeks, even no TRT, nothing, and I haven't trained in about the same amount of time, 7 or 8 weeks, and I had this hernia repair, umbilical hernia, along with the gallbladder removal. So they had to poke, like 3 holes through my abdominal cavity in various places. And they repaired the hernia, the umbilical hernia, which I've had for like 15 years or more. It hasn't gotten worse. It's just this little bump that's been above my navel. They sliced through that and cut that wide open to make it 2 inches long so they could pull, about 2 inches, so they could pull the gallbladder out of there. And they repaired all that when they closed it up. So it's clearly, you can see where it was all done. It's not healed completely yet. So I had a truss on. I was wearing a hernia belt, which is just a piece of elastic. You can get it at the pharmacy, drugstore, whatever you have, CVS, whatever you got. Walmart has them, Rite Aid, if they're still around, I don't know. It just like wraps around your waist and just kind of just helps to hold it together and stabilize. And then I put my belt on over top of that. I'm using it as a crutch initially because I want to feel things out slowly. I don't want to tear this thing. I don't want to jump back in and start deadlifting and doing shit like that, which I'm going to do, but I don't want to jump right in and start doing that off the bat and end up tearing this thing back open. I'm fortunate enough that I got these taken care of all together at the same time. I feel good. I seem to have come out of it okay. It seems to be healing up just fine. I don't want to jeopardize that. So I think you should always err on the side of safety. I mean, that just seems common sense, but when it comes to anything that people consider bodybuilding, people forget about that. They think that it requires some kind of superhuman effort and you need to risk your life and limb, and you don't. You don't. And most people don't. And regular average people in the gym trying to enhance and improve the quality of their lives, you don't need to do all that stuff. You don't need to do it. I'm sorry. So that is day 1. Yeah, it's going to get more intense. It's going to get, I'm going to push some weight now. I've got this thing fixed and I'm going to push some weight. And yeah, I can move heavy weight, but what is that going to accomplish as far as the video goes? If I show you every set, it's better off to give you an idea of the percentages I use, poundage-wise, if like a 1 rep max, and the reps, how many reps and how many sets and things like that. That's, I think, more pertinent to what I do as far as just trying to explain what I do than it is to pick up, say, 180-pound dumbbell, which I'm more than capable of doing, picking it up and doing tricep overhead extensions, seated extensions with it. I can do that for, like I said, 20, 25. And with triceps and shoulders are very strong. But what would that accomplish? It's just mental masturbation. What would that really accomplish? It'd make a lot of people go, oh, wow, that's so cool. Look at that, man. It's badass. Oh, that's, and it's not realistic. It's not necessary. It doesn't have to be that way. You do what you enjoy. If that's what you enjoy doing, you do it. But I'm trying to be more inclusive. I don't want to frighten people off. I don't want to discourage people. I mean, if you can only pick up a 25-pound dumbbell and do the same, if that's where you are. I don't want you to feel like that, you're nowhere or it's pointless for you to try because you'll never be able to pick up a 180-pound dumbbell, 200-pound dumbbell and do that. You don't need to be able to do. You understand? To make progress, you don't need to be able to. If 25 pounds is challenging to you and you can do 15 to 20 reps and that's all you can literally do with it, then you're in the right neighborhood. That's going to work. You're going to grow from that. You're going to make improvements from that. Simple as that. So I believe in keeping it simple. Now tomorrow is going to be back day, back and biceps tomorrow. Today was chest and triceps. If you're going to follow along, like I said, it's not going to be a big spectacle. It's going to be real. And if you follow along, I'm not going to say that Monday you do this, Tuesday you do that. You do it whenever the hell you want to do it. It's your life. It has to fit your schedule. This is just the first day. Then in the cycle or rotation, I'll show you the second day. And yeah, we're going to turn things up as we go. And we're going to turn things up more than you've ever seen me on video before do. But of course, it's never going to be what I used to do back in the day. But it's going to be a lot more than I've videoed up to this point. But today, we're going to take it easy and start out pretty easy. Since I've done nothing for all these weeks, that was stimulus. That's going to do something. And that's the reality of it. All right, so you guys take care. Look, one more thing. All my sets are probably, I go by feel, how I feel. You know, I try to stay in touch with my body. All my sets are probably, I'm going to say 5 sets per exercise. 4 to 5 sets, depending on how I feel or how you feel. And my rep schemes are always going to be high for the first couple sets with lighter weight. So they're going to be 25 reps possibly. Then as I increase the weight on larger body parts like chest, I'm actually looking to be around 10 to 12, 12 to 15 maybe, between 10 and 15 reps, you know, with my heavier poundages. As long as I get like 10, I'm good. It wasn't too heavy. You know, I mean, balls straight and wide. As long as I get 10, it wasn't too heavy. And if I can get between, you know, all the way upwards to 15, it wasn't wasted. I don't really need to increase the set, increase the weight, because next set I probably won't get 15 again, because I'm not going to wait to recover that long. Do you understand? So that's about where I am. Arms and smaller parts, shoulders and arms, I actually do more reps. But I do a wide spectrum of reps, which you'll see, because as it gets more complicated and as I'm making more progress and readjusting and things are becoming more familiar to my body again, which is going to happen very quickly, I'll have to explain things in greater depth. It won't be like this gloss over video like today. But today's the first day, and I'm keeping it real, and this is the reality of it. All right, I'll be back in a minute with a video on what I'm eating, what I've eaten today. Take care. Have an awesome day.